Hi friends, my name is Prabhu. Today I am going to teach you about different types of checks and its uses. Let's start our lecture. Before going to the concept, we can know about the persons who are involved in the checks. That is drawer, drawee and payee. Drawer is the person who can draw or write the check. Drawee is the bank which can pay the sum written on it. Payee is the beneficiary whom the amount is to be paid. Here I am showing the bearer check. Here the drawer is Mr. Prabhu Kumar. He can draw the check. See the signature. The drawee is the corporation bank which can pay the sum written on it. The payee is the Sri Harsha, the beneficiary whom the amount is to be paid. But this is a bearer check. Sri Harsha is not only the payee. Who can carry this check can also withdraw the money. Example, if Sri Harsha lost this check, any person who can found this check can also encash this check. Below 50,000 you don't need to show any ID proof or endorse it. But above 50,000 you need to show your original ID proof with your endorsement. This type of checks can be very risky. After drawing the check, the drawer needs to put these running lines after your words. Means after that space anyone can change the name as. Means example Sri Harshavardhan. After adding like this, the payee is totally different. So the drawer needs to mention these running lines. This is self-check. The drawer is the payee. He can encash the check. But this is the bearer check. See the red mark. Means anyone can carry and encash it. This is crossed check. See the two transverse parallel lines drawn on the left side top corner. This is one of the general crossing. It indicates that the check to be deposited to an account with a bank, not to be immediately cashed by the holder over the cash counter. This is also a bearer check, but we can know the person who can carry it. This is account payee check. This is also a bearer check. Unlike crossed check, the payment can be collected by only the payee in their account. It cannot be further endorsed or transferable. This is one of the safest part of this type of check. What is different types of general crossing? With or without words in between these two parallel transverse lines, we are already discussed. Here, see the not negotiable. Not negotiable means it cannot be transferred to other person. Normally we can observe this in banker's check. See here different types of special crossing. Here clearly mentioned State Bank of India means it cannot be accepted in any other banks. It can accept only in SBI. Whether you have account in different banks or the check belongs to other bank, it can accept by that particular bank mentioned on it. This is special crossing. We can convert general crossing into special crossing, but we cannot convert special crossing into general crossing. So how we can change the bearer check into order check? Simply strike out the word bearer. It changes into order check. This is order check. In this check, the amount is payable to a particular person. That's why this is an order check. The payee, Mr. Vamsi Krishna, can transfer this check to someone else by signing his name on the back of it. He has full rights to negotiate this check. See here, this is not a type of check, but we can observe these words printed on the checks. A par check means it is accepted at its all branches across the country. Local check means it is valid in the given city and a given branch in which the drawer has an account. Outstation check means it is presented in other cities, but it shall attract some fixed banking charges. Multi-city check means it is payable at all home or non-home branches. It can be cleared by any of the branch like a part check. While discussing these topics, we definitely want to know about the endorsement of checks too. After knowing these, we continue our main concepts. Endorsement of a check means writing something on the back of the check with the intention of transferring the rights therein. Here, mainly two persons are involving. They are endorser and endorsee. Endorser is a person who can sign in order to transfer his ownership from one party to another. Endorsee is a person who holds the check, means the payee. Here I am showing blank or general endorsement. It comes under section 16 and 54 of Negotiable Instruments Act 1881. See here, endorser James Lance Pipson merely signs on the instrument without mentioning or transferring his ownership to others. Blank specifies no endorsee. This is restrictive endorsement. It comes under section 50 in Negotiable Instruments Act 1881. This endorsement may contain terms making it restrictive. He mentioned this instrument for deposit only. Means for other purposes like withdrawing or transferring of money is not accepted. Next is special or full endorsement. It comes under section 16 in Negotiable Instruments Act 1881. In this endorsement, it contains not only the signature of the endorser but also the name of the person in whose favor the endorsement is made. Then only the endorsement is full. The endorser, here see, the endorser mentioned especially the name Miss Lata, and he puts his signature. While withdrawing, Lata also needs to put her signature. This is qualified or sans recourse endorsement. Here, the endorser seeks to exclude his own liability in case of dishonor of instrument. For example, Mr. James gives his check to others for withdrawing money, but his account has insufficient funds. What will be done? Dishonor means bouncing of check. In section 138 of Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, check bounce is a cognizable offense. Mr. James will punish with an imprisonment of for 2 years or with fine which may extend to twice the amount of check or with both. For escaping from this, Mr. James clearly mentioned without recourse or sans recourse. Without recourse means it is not a legal action. With recourse is a legal action. After mentioning this, he is free from these consequences. Next one is conditional endorsement. This also comes under section 50 of Negotiable Instrument Act. Here, Mr. James puts a condition that he will pay the amount to Mr. Rama after Mr. Rama married to Sita. In this case, after their marriage, Mr. Rama shows his proof of marriage to encash this instrument. This is a liability dependent upon a contingency. Next one is facultative endorsement. This also comes under section 50 of Negotiable Instruments Act. Here, the endorser extends his liability on this instrument. In section 119 explains the notice of dishonor. Here, notice of dishonor waived means the person is not willing to do any dishonor. He shows his liability. Okay, next one. Here we can see this. Mr. James wants to negotiate these instruments to 4 persons, that is Surya, Krishna, Sam and Rij. But he mentioned or in between them means any one of the endorsee can sign and encash it. But in this slide, Mr. James mentioned and in between them means everybody needs to sign and encash it. See this slide carefully. Like this manner, we can transfer one check to many persons like this. Mr. James transferred to Manoj after his endorsement. After that, Manoj transferred this check to Swaraj after his endorsement. After Manoj transferred to Priya after her endorsement. After that, Priya transferred to Riya after her endorsement. Next one is sans phrase endorsement. It comes under section 50 of Negotiable Instruments Act. It means the endorser does not want to pay other expenses on his account to the endorsee. Example, extra charges are clearing charges of outstation checks. Next one is partial endorsement. It comes under section 56 of Negotiable Instruments Act. Look at the example. The endorser needs to pay a sum of 10,000 rupees together to Rani and Vani, but he had only one check. That's why he split that amount which he wants to pay them back. He didn't believe them. That's why he mentioned like this. This type of endorsement is invalid. Totally invalid instrument. Next, we again come our actual concept. This is open or uncrossed check. It is nothing but a bearer check. No crossing on the left side top corner. This is a bearer check. This is blank check. Nothing can be written on it. We can use this type of checks for withdrawing money, transfer the money, and NEFT, RTGS and DD transactions. Likewise, we can use these checks. Next one is cancelled check. This check is used as a proof that you hold an account in the given bank. These may be required at the time of bank taking a loan or investing in mutual funds or taking any insurance policy and other purposes. Simply draw two parallel lines across the check and write cancelled in between them. This check is cancelled, so that it is not misused in anything. This is stale check. Simply, stale check is nothing but expired check. Observe the dates. Any check is valid for 90 days. After that, it is invalid. Okay. Next one is post-dated check. It means the future date written on it. Normally, people use this for paying EMIs. Next one is antedated check. Means the past date written on it. I already told you check is valid for 90 days. Okay, next one, mutilated check. It means the check is torn into two or more pieces. If it is presented for payment, the bank will not make payment against such checks without getting confirmation of the drawer. Here below the numbers are very important. This is banker's check or banker's draft. It is like asking a bank to write a check for you. You give them your money and they give you a check for that amount to give to the person you are paying. There is no chance of bouncing or dishonor of this check. The small difference between banker's check and demand draft is banker's check is issued for transfer of money within the local boundaries, whereas demand draft is issued for transferring money of the person residing in two different places. Banker's check is pre-printed with the word not negotiable. This is traveler's check. A check for fixed amount. See here, already printed 500 rupees value check. When we are going to abroad, we can encash this check in that particular country's currency according to their exchange rates. Presently, this check is not eligible for clearing system because of MICR format is not present in this checks. This is gift check. Gift checks are decorative checks issued for a commission by banks. For those who wish to make gifts or give money to who achieved outstanding feat in sports, education, social services like this, we can give these checks to them. See here, this is a gift check presented to Team India. Next is what the things we observe on check. See below the numbers. First 6 digits is the check number. Next 9 digits is the MICR code, Magnetic Ink Character Recognition Technology code. This unique digit code easily identifying the bank and branch participating in electronic clearing system. Next 6 digits is account ID maintained with RBI. Next 2 digits is transaction code. Code 31 represents reserved. Actually, savings bank account check has transaction code 10, whereas current account has number 11. Next slide. See friends, here we are seeing the watermarks on check. We cannot observe through our naked eye. We can observe it only through ultraviolet light. To detect whether the check is original or duplicate, we can check through ultraviolet light. This is list of transaction codes, code numbers used in checks. Last 2 digits numbers are running from 1 to 99. Number 1 to 49 are reserved for debit instruments. Number 50 to 99 are reserved for credit instruments. Next, check these codes friends. Number 10 is for savings bank account check. 11 is for current account check. 12 is banker's check. Next slide also this codes list only. Next one. Observe this code list and verify with your checks friends. Thank you friends. We will meet in the next video.